You guys ready to watch it?
Yes.
Speak.
My happy face.
Speak.
No. Damn it. Are you ready to watch it?
Yes.
Hey, this my happy face.
Alright, time to watch Solo.
You will like the movie. You will like the movie. This is the Solo movie you've been looking for. These are not the droids you're searching for.
Hey, what's up guys, this is Green Warrior 291. So, I'm here to, obviously I'm going to use the Battlefront 2 game, not the EA one. I'll be saying that a lot because I really hate what EA did to the Star Wars franchise. Anyway, this is going to be a review of Solo, Solo, a Star Wars film. That sounds weird, but alright, well, obviously I'm playing as the Rebels because I'm using the maps that you can play as Han Solo. So right now I'm not going to say anything spoiler-wise. I will alert you when I'm going to start talking about spoilers. That way those of you who haven't watched the film yet, those of you who haven't watched the film don't get like spoiled if you want to watch it. Anyway, okay, so starting off, before anything, I know people have boycotted. I've been boycotting Solo. Look, if you're trying to do this to send a message to Kathleen Kennedy and them, it's not gonna work. Hey, they're just gonna use a different excuse for it, and then they'll just counter your stupid boycott. Granted, it does work when it hurts them. If you want to boycott something from them, I mean, if those who hate Rian Johnson want to boycott him, boycott his stupid trilogy. Hey, what Kathleen Kennedy did to everything? Boycott Episode 9! Like, legit, boycott other stuff. Not like these type of stories, because the Han Solo film is not the best film. I am not going to say it's the best film. It is a good... Here we go. It is a good film. It has a good story. There is no stupid, there is literally no political agenda in this. It is legit a different film than all original Star Wars. It's bold and new. Definitely better than The Last Jedi. Granted, after watching it a couple times, I realized that The Last Jedi had a bunch of flaws that are annoying, such as the inconsistency of Luke and how he didn't want it to be found when he fucking had a map to begin with. How Rey's character has no flaws. I have a person arguing with me telling me that her flaw is like stubbornness. That is not a major flaw. Stubbornness is more of a willing thing, which can be, I guess, a flaw, but in the end, she can literally do anything. It doesn't matter if the Force gives her that strength. Anakin was stronger than Yoda, but in the end, Yoda still showed that he was wise enough to beat Anakin. Well, he can still beat Anakin prior to Clone Wars, but anyway, let's go back to Han Solo. Han Solo is obviously, for timeline-wise, is before Rogue One. It kind of connects with the Rebels a bit, although I'm trying to figure out why it does. Because the actors who portrayed I don't know their names. Like, the actor who did for Harrison Ford's Han Solo was, okay, it wasn't like 100% accurate to the point where he's like, oh, this legit is like how Harrison Ford would portray it. It's enough. It's believable. some of the things it's like, oh, that's weird. But some of them are like, that's something Han Solo would say. Like, I know the actor for young Lando, he did his perfect. The moment you hear his voice, you're like, wait a minute, that sounds a lot like Lando. I know the original actor. Like, I mean, they really did a few good things with the movie. It's not all bad at all. There's a few bad things, like a droid L3 kind of annoyed me, because it was more of a cop-out to the droid from Rogue One. I like it, just a female version of it, which kind of annoyed me. Now, those of you who don't watch it because of that stupid comment of pansexuals, I have nothing against pansexuals. I just think that's kind of stupid, trying to add political stuff into Star Wars, because, hey, Star Wars was created just for an adventure. It was literally, it's just an adventure. You shouldn't add fucking politics. Alright, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. I don't mean to go on a rant. I just think that the whole comment with Lando being a pansexual is kind of stupid to begin with. What the hell? Okay, anyway, so yeah, that's one problem I had with the film. Well, not spoiler-wise, because, I mean, not with the film, I'm sorry, what am I talking about? No, I had a problem before going into the film, but don't worry, they don't touch on that. I know that's kind of spoilers, but they don't go into that, literally. Well, somebody makes a comment on it, the other part, but it's not like a big deal type comment. It's just a joke. But aside from that, the plot was decent. The only problem is, really, I mean, it wasn't much of a problem. It was more like you're not used to it, I guess. It didn't have a mean villain. Well, it did, but it didn't felt like they were fighting a main villain. The Evil Vision, because I don't know the name of the character. He's kind of forgettable. It was menacing when you meet an Evil Vision, because the actor of Vision portrayed this character.
Too old for this.
Victory is ours.
He did a decent job with the way he portrayed a villain, I guess, because this movie is different. I try not to do a lot of spoiler for, and not to do the spoil part yet, because I'm about to get there, but it's different to the point where it makes Last Jedi look stupid, because they say it is old and new when majority of the stuff. I mean, those of you who haven't watched it, I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this part, but I mean, let's put an example. Like the whole Rey goes to Luke to get his help, aka Luke goes to Yoda to get his help. What else? Rey / Luke is trying to bring Kylo Ren / Vader back to the light, and like they're not so different after all. Like the Last Jedi was not different from originals, really. It's not even bold and new. It's not even a dark film. You wanna know what a dark film is? Revenge of the Sith. Because guess what? Everything went to hell in the end. Ended it. Ended like hopeful in the, I know. But still, that's a dark film. Everyone dies. Well, Avengers Infinity War Part 1 is actually considered a darker film. Oh, the ending was completely cliffhanger-ish. Like, the Last Jedi didn't left on a cliffhanger. This one, the thing with Han Solo though is that it is a good movie. I left the theater like, okay, it's a good movie, it's a decent film. I heard it's a decent film. It keeps you entertained. It's not gonna bore you with a bunch of dialogue. But it is a decent film. But in the end, decent films aren't the best. There are a few, the plot seems kind of slow, but then it seems fast all of a sudden. Like, there are some things that are wrong with it, but it is not a bad film. Those of you who are boycotting it, okay, look, if you want my honest opinion on for those of you who haven't spoiled yet on the movie. Oh shoot, look. Anyway, it won't kill you to watch it, but it won't hurt you if you don't. Like, it's just a side story. It's a cool side story. It gives you good detail into Han Solo's character, how he started. Granted, the only thing... Oh wait, I'll put that for the spoiler part. But if I were to say rate the movie without spoilers, I'd give it 8.5 out of 10. It was good. Granted, if just I think if not the best film, I won't put it in my top 5. My top 5 are the top 5. I'm just gonna go real quick. Top 5. Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope, and Rogue One. Those are my top 5. But anyway, it's not on my top 5, but it's not in my bottom. Bottom one is Last Jedi. But aside from that, yeah, we're gonna go into spoiler now because I can't really say much. You have to watch the film. I mean, it's not a bad film. I promise you, you'll be entertained. Granted, there are those that say that they watched The Last Jedi and they like that one better than Solo, and then those who didn't like The Last Jedi like Solo better, and then you got people who like both, hate both. But other than that, decent film. You won't be disappointed. But now let's go into spoiler territory. So I'm giving you a chance to click off the video. So I suggest you click off if you don't want to be spoiled. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's get started. Anyway, so the plot started off with I'm just gonna go decent plot. Go what I like, what I didn't like, and all that. Okay, so it started off with Han Solo, young Han Solo. The problem I had with the movie at first was I had to get used to the fact that Harrison Ford is not Han Solo. I did got used to it, so I just pretended at first, oh, he's Harrison Ford. I'm just gonna pretend he has Harrison Ford's face. But that didn't work. That eventually didn't work. So just watch for recommendations. I kind of just watched it without caring at this point. I cared if or not. I just said, okay, he's Han Solo. That's it. I'm gonna get used to it. So he started off a little bit weird. Granted, when they reached that area with that big thing, whatever the fuck it was, let's put into this. It was weird but funny. Like, the jokes were funny. Some of them. I mean, granted, I went with my senior friends to go watch the movie, so that's a little bit of a... But I could hear that some of them were laughing. There wasn't a lot of people laughing at the joke. Like when Han Solo is pretending he has a rock on his hand, and he's like making it look like he has a grenade. Like, a lot of people did like that was kind of funny, because honestly, that was funny. That's something Han Solo would do. He would improvise. He's an improviser. His partners were a bit weird. It's not, I mean, the betrayal, the thing with Han Solo is, they put him as he's a bad person apparently, but with a good heart. You already know that, since Return of Jedi, it showed that he honestly does have a good heart. He like a selfish prick who only cares about himself, but in the end, he has a good heart. So he has the charisma he had in Return of the Jedi. But the thing with that is, I have an understanding that Han Solo this is a startup point, so he doesn't become this selfish prick. Well, then granted, he only cared about himself and Chewie, so he was not that selfish. But, other than that, continuing on with the girl. The dice, good thing with the dice. That was a good tie-in with the Last Jedi, which I was like, what the fuck is the dice? I was completely confused with the dice until they showed it, and it's like, oh, okay, I understand, it's important. So, we skip forward to him, and his girlfriend. Like the thing with the Solo is some of the characters were underdeveloped. Like you didn't have enough time to kind of build a relationship with them. Let's say Han's ex, because technically Leia's the one that. The thing with them is it feels like they do care for each other. It really does imply a lot into it, but I kind of don't buy it after they see each other 3 years later. It feels kind of forced, but granted, Han did like her, but she didn't seem like she liked him, and it's weird. But continuing on, I think that the plot was a bit slow. I mean, you can tell because the director problem, switch, and all that. You can kind of tell which director did what. But
Treachery will never
let's see. After that, he goes into the Imperial Force and helps them. That's a weird thing because he then got his name. He got his name because the Imperial said, "Okay, you're Han Solo. You're Solo." They gave him his last name. That's kind of weird. Like, well, you got your name because of Imperial just gave it to you. It's kind of weird. I had a problem with that because like it's not even unique. Now, granted, when he met Chewie, my tongue got dry. Chewie and Han had the best relationship in the film. Like their broship really did show. Because Chewie was gonna kill him, but now for those of you, come on. Okay, for those of you curious, now we know that Han Solo speaks Chewbacca. That's why he understands him. Explanation. On a lot of the film seems simple. It was a heist job. They were trying to get into vision. Only thing is, put it this way. Say Kylo Ren, you watch the... Oh, wait, that was funny. Because I was gonna say something related to Darth Maul. Anyway, the thing with, it felt like, the last, where it's The Force Awakens, you see Kylo Ren in the beginning, and you don't see him until the end. Basically, they do this and this, but there's no main villain showing up, and that was a little weird. Bro, where the fuck is the main villain? What is he doing? Doesn't show his menacing and all. But I digress. Anyway, let's see. When they meet that guy for the heist job, the first one, I guess it thinking on and be doing something. But some tensions were like, oh, is Chewie gonna die? Like, the problem is, since it's a prequel and all, the original is like, we know that he's gonna survive. It kind of kills the thing where it's like trying to give you tension. Now, going a bit forward to when Han Solo is meeting Lando for the first time. As I said, you hear Lando's voice, young Lando, and it sounds almost exactly like the original Lando from the original. Me off, I gotta admit. Now, I loved Lando in this film. L3, not so much. Because she was just annoying. She was like basically a carbon copy of the robot from Rogue One, the sarcastic asshole one. And the thing with it is that, oh shoot, wrong guy. There we go. The thing with it is that she was just annoying. So I didn't like her as much. I mean, I had some sentiment when she died, but it was like, okay, move forward with the plot, please. Because her comment, yes, they kind of said that apparently Lando likes her and all, and it's like, okay, whatever, who gives a fuck? But what's just that? Lando, he's a piece of shit. He's a good character, but he's a gambler, and he literally, in the gambling part where Han Solo the first time is trying to get a ship, he screws him up by cheating, basically. And, well, later on, like at the end of the movie when Han Solo is going to go and gamble again, Han Solo figures this out and screws him up, because they played quote-unquote fair and square since he took the cheating off of Lando. That was pretty neat, how he got the Millennium Falcon, how he met Chewie because he was murderer, thanks to the asshole who eventually becomes the Now, the one thing that sure as hell pissed me off, this later in the film, after they have won, is how someone mentioned, let's start the rebellion. Like, fucking no. Like, this is supposed to be Han Solo not knowing much into the rebellion. hearing about them here and there, but come on, like, it was a good film until you added that piece of shit. Now, people did got mad. I did heard a few reviews saying that they didn't like how the girl, it's a woman. And I'm like, okay, man, don't care about who was the one behind the mask, the one that was annoying Han Solo and his crew, but I really didn't care. I mean, it was basically basic. Just, okay, you're this person. Okay, who cares? The heist thing when they went into the planet where Chewbacca found the other Wookiees, that was good character. They had good dynamics where Han Solo at first is trying to stay with the plan, but then all of a sudden he has to improvise, which he does, which is great. Flying the Millennium Falcon and basically Chewbacca and Han Solo's first flight together was perfect. It shows why they're partners. They trust each other. Chewbacca could have gone with his. He really could have, but he stayed behind for Han Solo. So it shows you that they have good character development. And this was like probably at the near end of Act 2. It shows good character development. Although Lando having a bunch of capes, dude, seriously, you have that many capes? You have a problem with capes, man. Okay, hang on. Han Solo getting his gun, that was like when he met his mentor, which was pretty cool getting his gun because it explains, oh, where did he get his unique gun, where did he get, how did Chewbacca and him made, how did he get the Millennium Falcon. Coolest thing I think is there's no mention of the Force. Like, there's legit no mention of the Force. Well, really surprising and very awesome. Like, wow, they kept it to mention the Force to Han. He'd be like, well, the hell, because where it makes sense to take that he doesn't believe in the Force, and Ben was the first person who told him about the Force. I think as I said, the acts of Han Solo staying alive, I was expecting her to die, so the fact that she stayed alive kind of threw me off a bit because I was expecting her to die. What else? I think the fighting scene in the end was funny because the main villain, Evil Vision, and Han Solo were fighting it out, but Han Solo wasn't even the one to do the final kill. Well, he killed his mentor because he betrayed him, which I saw that coming since it's common of you have to keep an eye out, like if everyone's out to betray you, which it does kind of fit in with Han Solo's character in the beginning of the originals. And also, the funny thing is, the mentor isn't dead. Obviously, obviously the guy that he was dead with dies. So, obviously that one thing, but ironically, when we first meet Han Solo, he's in debt with Chewbacca. He's in debt with Jabba the Hutt, which they do tie in with that they obviously are gonna go Tatooine because the mentor said that there's a big gangster trying to gather people around for something. Sounds like a sequel. It legitimately, I thought, honest gosh, I mean, I kind of expect them to betray Han Solo, but I thought, hey, this kind of looks like a sequel. They could kind of have him if they're gonna do a sequel, like, oh, hey guy, I'm gonna mentor you some more. Oh, I love Han Solo, sacrificing, carefree, carrying Han Solo around. Turkish. Yeah. Anyway, what else? I guess that's it. I mean, okay, at the end of the movie, okay, this is big spoiler, so, I mean, if you haven't watched Han Solo movie, that's you, and, I mean, if you haven't watched it, you at this point, it's kind of like, okay, you don't want to watch it. Fine, but I'm gonna spoil one of the biggest things that did appear in the movie. Darth Maul being back. Okay, the thing with that is that A, I did not expect it. I saw the leg, I'm like, it's him. And then you hear Duel of the Fates in the background. Darth Maul's appearance is interesting, but then it's like, because in the Rebels, that is canon. Now, Rebels TV show is canon to Star Wars. I've had people tell me it's not. It is. Get over it. He died. Darth Maul died. So there is a problem there. Because I heard that the Kenobi film's coming out. So it's like, well, they should have saved Darth Maul for the Kenobi film, but I guess because these guys wanted to use him in Rebels, well... Wait, aside from that, Darth Maul's appearance was pretty cool. He seems much older. He legitimately seems older. Although I love it that my friend Pedro said that he thought it was Snoke. Like, an explanation of how Snoke came to power, which that actually would have been pretty cool. But after what happened last year, I don't think so. Aside from that, Han Solo, like yeah, they could have picked a better actor. I think there was probably someone better, but in the end, he did portray Han Solo to the best of his ability. I'll give him that. Lando was perfect. Like on some scenes, he's like, "This is Lando. This is just some weird guy." But that's rare. It's rare to find Lando. Other than that, the movie is decent. It's not as bad as Last Jedi and Attack of the Clones, because I know people hate Attack of the Clones. I'm neutral to that one, just because I kind of find it weird, or just weird. But it's not as bad as the prequel. I love the prequel. I'm a prequel. Episode 3 was what got me started on Star Wars, so I can't bash on that. I can kind of say that there's something wrong, but aside from that, it was a good film. I don't recommend you watching it, but I do suggest it. Give it a try. I mean, it's your money, your choice in the end. I killed one of my partners by accident. But I think that this film had potential. Granted, it didn't have like all the stakes like episode 8 had. But it really did good to Solo's origin. It stayed true to Star Wars. They didn't have any political ideas or anything. It stayed true to its Star Wars route. No force. It literally, you had to use your own wits, basically. Anyway, that's my review on it. As I said, I give it an 8.5 out of 10. I really did enjoy the film. Granted, there were some problems, like the L3, she was annoying. The Millennium Falcon at first I had a problem because like, why the fuck does it look all new? But then after the whole big monster thing that they had to go through, I'm like, oh, okay, now that makes sense why it looks like that. Okay, I understand. And aside from that, I mean, okay, the opening credits thing, I really hate how they fucking don't have it how it's originally in the original Star Wars. But, man, I guess that's kind of annoying. But I can kind of live with it. Other than that, this is my review. I mean, all of you have entitled your opinions, and I won't judge you if you hated the film. If you're gonna boycott it regardless of this review, because I doubt this review is gonna get like any people to watch it, but it's just me wanting to tell y'all what I thought. I don't normally do reviews, but because Han Solo I watched it and I actually watching the film, I kind of wanted to tell y'all for those who are boycotting or for those of you who watch the film. Comment down below, because I want to know what you think. Did you like the film? What could they have done better? I guess a better actor for Han Solo. I mean, he didn't do bad. I just think they could have done better. Aside from that, I guess the underdeveloped character with the ex-girlfriend of Han, because I didn't have any connections with her. The only reason I felt like probably pity is because, well, Han Solo's girlfriend. That's it. Other than that, like, they portrayed the characters really good. I gotta say, they did a really good job. I am not disappointed. Comment down below, guys. This is way more to them. And well, I will see you next time. Before I. Oh. Hey, Mama. Oh, hey, Lo. Oh, shut the hell up. Anyway, comment down below, guys. Did you like the film? Did you not? Anyway, before I end this video, though, I do want to state that this week it will be the first week that I start doing all videos for summer, so I just want to kind of give that shout out for the people watching. Anyway, it's me, Lawrence, and I want to sign out. Peace.